Hey everybody, this is Jeremy. Hey, I'm out here walking around my backyard and it got me thinking about a few things today. And I want to talk a little bit about the difference between belief and hope and how it can affect your life, your business, your passions, your hobbies. There's a big difference between belief and hope that I don't think that a lot of people realize. I got on Facebook this morning because I'm always about doing some positive things, about paying it forward, not because I hope people will react or that I hope it will change people, but because I believe it to be true that when I put something down or I speak into this camera, that it's going to help affect and it's going to help change you for the better. But I've seen a lot of people on Facebook this morning talking about, I hope that it's a good day. I hope that I get my job. I hope that this interview went okay. And while that's not entirely a bad thing, hope is merely a stepping stone really to belief, because if you think about it, hope really is kind of filled with doubt. And the reason is, some people say, well, how do you know that, Jeremy? And I say, well, because in my life, I spent a lot of times hoping for things, okay? And, for years and years, I hoped that I would get a promotion. I hoped that I would get this special job. I hoped that my kids would be okay. I hoped that my family would love me. I hoped that my friends would like me. And don't get me wrong, you could do a lot worse than hope, okay? You could be just totally negative, which obviously is out of the question. But I guess the point I'm trying to make here is you can hope for a lot of things in this world, okay? And hope really is a lot of wishful thinking, and it's not that it's, again, entirely bad. But it's a lot of wishful thinking, and a lot of times it's without the action, and it leaves reason for doubt. I'm going to explain to you reasons why belief is better than hope. Belief is action-filled, okay? Belief is not necessarily something you can see, smell, touch, taste, or feel, but it's there. And someone says, well, if it's not there, how do you know? Well, that's where faith comes in. And I have faith that belief is real. And as a matter of fact, I don't have to have any visual or physical proof. I just have the proof through results. And when I get on the subject of belief, let me give you some examples. I came from a small town where a lot of people didn't give anybody from our town room to succeed, which ended up being complete BS, because they were just, a lot of people were hopeful that people would succeed. Well, I know a lot of people from my hometown that are absolutely fabulous and succeeding right now on many different levels in their life. And I can tell you, that didn't come from hoping. That came from pure, unadulterated belief in themselves, and belief in their mission, and belief in where they wanted to go. The people that are hoping are still stuck. The people that believe move on in life. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this and want to talk to you about this today is because if you don't feel like you're getting anywhere in your life, or you don't feel fulfilled, or you're sitting around and you still have a lot of doubts and worries, and you're not sure where things are headed, or who you are, or where you're going to go, you probably don't have enough belief behind what you're doing. And I want to help you get that kind of belief. And that's what we're going to do here today. I want to talk to you a little bit about believing in yourself and give you some examples. Like I told you earlier here in the video, I used to hope certain things would happen. I used to hope I'd get a promotion. I used to hope certain things would take place. Well, here's a good example, and this is pertaining to jobs. A lot of people hate their jobs, which is personally why I work for myself, because, I don't care much for jobs. So I, instead of hoping that something could be different, I believe something could be different. I took control of my life, and now I do things my way, and that's why I can stand out here this morning in my backyard and talk to you via video, put it out on the internet, and then it's not even noon yet. Now I'm going to go relax and hang out with my daughter and do some fun stuff. But let me give you some examples of hope versus belief. I used to hope certain things would happen, and I stayed in the same place, and I stayed in the same place, and I stayed in the same place. Then something changed. One day I got desperate, and I said, enough is enough, and I'm sick of this crap. I want something better in my life, because I know I'm better than that, and I know I have a lot more to offer people. So that's where the belief come in. I worked for a pretty large retailer. Those of you who know me personally know who I'm talking about, but I don't name drop in videos. And I worked for this retailer, and I worked really hard, and I got a job as kind of like a shift or department manager with the place, and I didn't make much money, and I couldn't really pay my bills, and it was just it was a real crappy situation for a long time. I was like, I hope something will get better. I hope something will get better, and it never got better. Well, one day, like I said, enough's enough. I want something to change. So I started believing ahead of time in exactly what I wanted. But I didn't live in the future because I'm not there. I also did not live in the past because that's already done, and you got to get past your past. The only thing I can control is right now, what I do. The moment I look into this camera, the things I'm doing, the moment I'm in, I can control that. So thereby, I started believing in who I was and where I wanted to go. But then I started acting as if in the present of where I wanted to be later. Okay? So I started believing, I started working hard, I started working harder, and I worked harder, and I worked harder, and I worked harder. And I believed at the same time. And what that ended up getting me was a $20,000 a year raise. It got me a promotion, and it got me a great deal of not just prestige because of what everybody else thinks, but personal prestige, personal accomplishment, because I believed. I'll give you another example. Those of you who know me know that I'm a rock vocalist and a musician. And you know, I'd mostly just played in small bars or you know, at festivals and stuff. And not that there's anything wrong with that, man. It's absolutely fabulous. It's all good. But I aspired for something great. I wanted to play on the national stage. I wanted to play where the legends had played. I wanted to be a part of it, not for anybody else, but for myself, for my family, to prove to myself I could do it. Not in a selfish kind of way, but just to increase my belief, to increase that self-worth, to exercise what I call the muscle of belief. So what did I do? I believed, I busted my butt. I spent time contacting people, being with the kind of people that I wanted to be around, spending time around people who knew about how to get there. And lo and behold, I made a goal. 18 months, I want to play on a Ticketmaster show at a national stage. It was only 3 months after that I had my first Ticketmaster show on a national stage. It was amazing. Just a regular old guy from a small little town in southeastern Ohio, but I believed. And with that belief, I got exactly what I was after. If you want to learn more about a lot of the stuff that I teach, I like to help people. So once you go ahead, you can learn more about belief versus hope. Go ahead and click the link below. You can check out my blog. And I think that what you'll find is going to be pretty interesting. I hope that you all have a fantastic day. And I don't want you to always hope. I want you to always believe, because you deserve it and you owe it to yourself to believe in yourself. Always believe. Take care now. We'll talk to you soon.